Reports over the last few weeks have told us that Rudy Giuliani has been telling his friends and allies that he's almost broke and he doesn't have the money needed to, pay for his legal fees. Same reports have also told us that Donald Trump not only refuses to help Giuliani financially, but at this point he's not even taking his calls anymore, which is, kind of sad for Giuliani considering all of the trouble he's in is because of Donald Trump. So Giuliani had to resort to desperate measures, folks. He did not turn to GoFundMe. He did not turn to GiveSendGo. Giuliani turned to Cameo, the celebrity shout-out website where you can pay to have a celebrity, even some cases former politicians, reality TV show stars are all over the place on there. And Giuliani has decided to join their ranks. So for $199, you can get Rudy Giuliani to send a personalized greeting to any one of your choosing, including yourself if you're so inclined. $199 is certainly not the cheapest on that website, but in terms of, name recognition, $199 for Rudy Giuliani is a very small price. But what he's doing here is, for lack of a better phrase, pimping himself out in order to raise money to pay for his legal fees. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that everybody on Cameo is pimping themselves out. It is a great way for these individuals to make money, for people to feel like they get a personal greeting from celebrities. But let's face it, folks, Rudy Giuliani was one of the most famous people in the United States. If you're too young to remember 9/11, if you're too young to remember the 2008 presidential race, and basically throughout the entire 7 years in between those two things, Giuliani was the guy. And this is what he's reduced himself to. Hanging out with, on the same website, not physically hanging out with them because I'm sure they want nothing to do with him, but washed up reality TV show stars. And again, I'm not actually saying that to crap on anybody from Cameo. There's a lot of wonderful people that do it. But for Giuliani, this is clearly a step down, right? Can we all agree on that at least? But again, he's doing it because he's running out of money. He is still facing criminal investigations that could lead to charges that could send the man to prison for the rest of his life. That's a sad prospect for Giuliani. And he wants to make sure that he can have the best lawyers money can buy. But so far, his Cameo's not exactly off to the most promising start. A lot of the people who are still diehard Giuliani fans don't want to spend $200 for him releasing a video saying, "Hi, Christina, how you doing?" So it's going to be tough sledding for Rudy Giuliani. May want to lower the price a little bit if you want to attract more people. But again, this to me is not a knock on Cameo in any way, so please take it like that. Please don't take it like that. To me, what this is showing how far the mighty have fallen. Giuliani was once the golden boy of the United States following 9/11. And here he is, reduced to making cell phone videos to pay for his legal fees so he doesn't go to prison. 20-year difference between the guy and that guy. If you can't get enough Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to subscribe to our channel for fresh video content 7 days a week. And for even more from me, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @FairandBalanced.